Best meme of 2022.
Why are you asking this?
Because I was trying to think back.
Ask the meme man here.
Yeah. Can you remember like what memes were big this year? Because I was trying to think. Okay, what's like some big events that happened this year? I don't know why. Like I don't know. It feels sad to me. Like it feels genuinely sad that I remembered the Will Smith slap before some of the more political things that happened this year. Like
yeah. Fuck. Oh, that was this year, wasn't it? Shit. Oh my god, that was this year. What is this year, man? Oh god,
this has just been like a mess of a fucking year.
Do you reflect a lot on the year normally, or are you more of a let's get on to the next year?
Yeah. I normally reflect on like at the end of every year. Normally on like in that period in December where you're just like, oh, what did I do this year? Oh, that was really, really cool. Now how do I one up it next year? And you're like, fuck, I did a lot this year. How do I one up it next year?
Are you the kind of person to set yourself like New Year's resolutions, or
No.
you just kind of like
No.
whatever happens?
I think we talked about this last
we
year.
did,
I can't remember what our last year's resolutions were. But
probably for the better.
I'm gonna hope that we did it.
Hope so.
Yeah. Do you have any resolutions this year?
No.
Let's not call it resolutions. Do you have any goals for next year?
Goals?
Yeah.
Same shit, but more.
Same shit, but more.
Stay
Make more
alive.
stuff. I don't know. Be happy.
Stay healthy. Stay happy.
Yeah, be happy.
Yeah.
That's hard enough, right?
Good philosophy.
Need to go on more saunas.
Yeah.
More saunas.
More
That's
ski
a goal.
trips.
More
Yeah.
ski trips.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
I want to be more active next year. I think, like physically.
You said this last. I remember
Yeah.
you saying this last year.
I think this year, if there was a resolution I set that I actually fulfilled this year compared to last year, is that I have definitely become more physically active this year.
Yeah.
But I feel like we can go further beyond. Like I feel like
what do you mean? Like what was the difference between like last year and this year then?
okay,
Like
well,
activities?
last year I wouldn't get up off my ass at all, like 0%
Yeah.
active. I wasn't going to the gym, which I am now.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing any like physical like sport. I wasn't going out and like just fucking touching grass and doing shit.
Yeah.
This year, I like at least like once or twice a month I've like gone out to do some kind of physical activity with some friends or whatever, or like just go on more walks and obviously go back to the gym and shit. But like I feel like I don't know, I definitely can just get more shit done if I just find myself in a routine every week, regardless of what the schedule might be. So I just want to like find that one thing other than the gym where I can just kind of do something physical for fun. Where I can like keep myself healthy and like do some fun. Because like, when I was growing up, I did like a lot of like tennis and like cricket and footy and stuff like that. So it's like, I kind of want to like go back to that rhythm because, I did tennis for like fucking 10 years or something. And that shit was so fun and incredibly healthy.
Yeah.
But
Those
problem
endorphins,
is,
man.
A, I don't know anyone who plays tennis, and B, renting out tennis courts are a fucking pain in the ass in Tokyo. So
Yeah,
it's
sucks.
just like,
Or renting out anything.
Renting out
like
anything.
that is tough. Like in the UK, it's so easy.
Yeah.
to get any of that stuff.
yeah, same.
Really.
In Australia, you
It
just
is-
fucking rock up and be like, oh, okay, here's some money, give me the court.
Yeah, that's literally. Is it not that way in Japan?
No,
Because of course Japan
No,
has to
God.
make everything so fucking.
to be fair, it's because we are in like one of the most dense populated metropolitan areas in the world.
Right.
So having a tennis court is a
just
giant luxury.
finding a tennis court is a struggle.
So they have them. It's for like the elite. Like if you
you usually
want to
have
have
to,
a good tennis court that is available to you often, and you don't have to book far ahead, you need to be in like some kind of club.
yeah, you got to join a club
Like
for it.
and they're not cheap in Tokyo. They're
Yeah.
expensive. Like if you want to do a sport in Tokyo, you need to know you
Yeah.
want to do the sport.
It is an absolute luxury, and it's expensive. And if you don't have anyone to do it with, then it just becomes like tedious.
So touching grass here is a luxury. Basically.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
God, yeah, it is.
Dude, we're in the fucking concrete jungle of Asia, dude. Like it's impossible for anything like that. But yeah, so I kind of want to like I'm just throwing away tennis, being like, all right, that's not it. I need to find something else to do. So I thought about like rock climbing and shit because that's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should, there's a few really good ones. I know there's a really big chain in Japan called Pump. And they have a ton of locations all around. They have one that's really cool. It's in Akihabara. It's like
I went to that one.
the one where you can go to the roof and overlook Akihabara while
Yeah.
you're climbing.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, that one was sick.
It's a really good workout as well for your arms. Your
Yeah.
arms get
Yeah.
fucked.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Like,
your upper body just gets fucked.
Yeah. Dude, man, that's the one thing about if you don't go to if you don't work out regular enough and you're kind of doing it like on and off, it's like you constantly just lose that progress you made.
Yeah.
So every single time you go back to the gym and like do legs or do arms,
Just
you're like
pain.
I did legs like 3 days ago, and it's the first time I've done legs in like 2 months, and I just couldn't walk for like 2 days. It's like, I look like an idiot when I go to the toilet, and it's like great.
Swaddling to the toilet.
Okay, it's just like, oh my god,
He's already shit himself.
Like no wonder this exercise shit is so hard to keep up with. Every time you try to reset, it beats your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have any goals?
Yeah, I have a few goals. I want to touch more grass and also less grass at the same time.
Explain yourself.
Elaborate, sir.
Explain myself. Okay, so I do want to go on like more small trips and stuff like that. But I've kind of set myself a goal to like go on like more small trips and just not make content out of it, I guess. Because I realized this year, I did a fuck ton this year. I did so much fucking traveling this year compared to basically like the rest of my life. But a lot of that was like filmed. A lot of that was like content.
Yeah.
And I had this realization when I was on my stag do, and we were doing surfing. And it was just like, I just realized, oh my God, this is just like such a pleasant experience to just do this new activity and not feel like, oh,
I need to be entertaining.
I need to be entertaining. Or, oh, I'm learning, but I'm going to be competing against the boys in about 2 hours, you know? I mean, it was such a weird mental thing where I'm just like, wait, I can just
Enjoy it. Yeah.
Just enjoy the activity.
This is why weekend trips are OP. Just go away for like a day or two.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
You don't feel stressed. You're like, I'm not putting off work. It's like 2 days. It's good shit.
True.
Yeah, so
Obviously, that's a luxury.
So yeah, I want to go on more like small trips, and just not have a pressure to like film it, make content around it. Just
It must be so
fucking
weird if you're like a normal person listening to this. Like, what do you mean?
YouTuber problems.
You have to stop yourself from filming everything? What the fuck?
yeah. Well, it's kind of like it's weird, right? Because we've talked about our hobbies becoming our jobs and how that changes your approach to things, right? So before, we had this like, anime was my hobby and then it became my job, and then I needed to change how I approached anime as a medium because it was my job, but also I still enjoyed it, And now since starting Trash Taste, now since filming so much of my life has essentially become part of my job, even like the smallest things I've needed to like change my mentality around, right? Because, doing all this cool things, traveling around Japan, going to seeing all these cool places, it's great and all. But it's still an amazing experience that I can talk about and stuff like that. But it's not the same as going there on holiday. It's not, because you're still technically working there. And it's nice to be able to hit both boxes, to be like, I traveled to a cool place and also I was able to make money out of it as well. So it wasn't a complete write-off in terms of my time. But I feel like to me, I've kind of realized traveling around and stuff like that, traveling for work, traveling for Trash Taste is very, very different from traveling for holiday as well. So basically, I want to take more holidays.
I think it's also how we arrange it. So I think all the Trash Taste shoots we're pretty intense. Like we schedule things very tight. And we don't really leave much room to enjoy the trips. But like whenever I travel with Chris is very adamant that he wants to do like, we wake up at 11 and we stop filming at 4. And it's like, and then he's like, and we have a day off. And it's like, all right, okay, wow, all right. That's a lot more manageable and a lot more fun.
Yeah.
But also I get really agitated because I'm like, why are we wasting so much time?
Maybe that's the point, Connor. Maybe that's the point, Yeah.
He's not wasting time. He's saving time.
No, he's not. He's
That's what Chris will say. Yeah. No, I second the whole like wanting to travel more and shit.
Yeah.
Because I have this app on my phone called Bean, like Been.
Yeah.
And it's basically just like I think Google Maps has it as well, but it's basically like an app where you can track like, which parts of the world you've been to and like stuff like that. And I was looking at it just, randomly a few nights ago, and I was like, oh man. And it says I've visited 6% of the world.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck, that could be higher. Like I realized looking at the map like where it's like whited out. Of like the places I've been.
Joe's gamified his traveling now.
I'm just like, no, I just realized, I'm like, I thought in my head I visited a lot of the world. And I have, on the grander scale of things. But it's like,
a lot of the developed world.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. But like, there's also so many parts of the world that I still haven't been to that I want to go to.
Yeah.
And it's like, and again, it's like that, it's that mental fight of like the YouTuber brain kicks in where I go, okay, should I go and film it?
Yeah.
Or should I go just to enjoy it and experience it?
Yeah.
Well, the real question is, do I want to deduct this on my taxes? Or do I not want to deduct this on my taxes?
That is also
that's the YouTuber
that is
brain
the- that
working.
That's not my YouTuber. That's just like, I'm like, how can I save money? How can I?
Everything is a tax
How
write-off.
can I have a
Everything's a
good
tax
time
write-off.
and fuck the government over?
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
If I can do both, then hey, I'll take that shit, you know? But it's like, yeah, that's another thing. It's like, I kind of want to just like go and explore more of the world while I still can.
Yeah.
Because, you know, God forbid something might happen, you know, in our careers or in our lives or in our health where we won't be able to do that shit anymore. So
Yeah.
it's like, why not take that opportunity? I've always been at the mentality of like, if the opportunity comes up, just fucking take it. Because
Yeah.
you never know that might never come again. Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
just take it while you can. Even if it sucks at the time, it'll be something cool that you'll remember and think fondly of and, you know, utilize in the next opportunity. So that's something I want to do with like travel. For next year, and it's like I have like a short list of countries I've always wanted to go to where I'm like, I think next year might be the year where I start ticking those off. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, why not?
Yeah, I mean, luckily I went to Australia for the first time this year. And that was a lot of fun. I definitely want to go back to Australia and
Yeah, me too.
possibly New Zealand as well.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Doesn't exist.
Huh?
Doesn't exist.
It's just
It doesn't exist.
it's just an island off Australia. Isn't it?
It doesn't exist. I don't know why you're pretending like it's real, Khan. All right, you can drop the act, okay?
Do you know any Kiwis? Checkmate.
It doesn't exist, Khan. All right.
It's like Tasmania, isn't it?
No, it's not real.
It's a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah.
Man. It ain't fucking real.
It's a devil. It's not a real thing.
I want to travel the world, and I also don't want to travel the world at the same time. Kind of lazy.
Yeah.
I want to play TFT.
That's because that's the thing. I said I want to touch more grass, and I want to touch less grass as well.
Part of me feels like where I'm at right now in like, and I suppose with like career and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Even if I travel to these places, I don't think I would fully appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think I would want to wait until I've actually just slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I'll be able to enjoy it and be more excited about it. I think if I went now and traveled to all these places, it'd be like when I did it when I was like 15. Like because my dad lived in a different country, while working in a different country. So we were always traveling Europe a lot. And I fucking thought Europe sucks.
Yeah.
Because I was like 12 and I just wanted to play a Game Boy. And now I'm like, fuck, man. I should have
And now
like
I'm 26
appreciated.
and want to play TFT.
And then people ask me, they're like, oh, where have you been in Europe? I've been here. Like most of the European countries I've been to, except for like the Eastern ones. And I was like, oh, shit, I don't fucking remember anything about Malta. I don't fucking remember anything. Like what the fuck? I just remember it was like everyone drank a lot.
Well, did you
just a lot
go?
of Europe.
But that's just because you went as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like 15, 16, and I could have definitely remembered stuff. Or
Yeah,
tried.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I don't know. I just want to.
Like I've been to a ton of countries as well when I was a kid, which I want to go back to re-appreciate it because I either don't remember it fondly or you going somewhere as a kid versus you going there as an adult, like
Yeah.
fully realized adult, is completely
Because
different.
the biggest difference is you know what you want to do on like when you go somewhere.
right now, I just want to eat.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I want to try the local foods.
Yeah.
I want to just explore the local areas and just find like some cool hidden gems. Because I remember why I hated traveling as a kid is because we'd always travel with family or something, and
You couldn't choose.
and you couldn't choose what you want to do. So everyone would like. There would always be that one person in the group that just wanted to go to like see like the biggest monuments or like the biggest tourist things to go to. And I'm like, I find this boring as fuck. Like I do not like this. Therefore, I do not like travel. So I am just going to not touch grass. And then I realize now that I've done more traveling, it's just like, oh, if you actually do shit that you want to do instead of just going by someone else's schedule, it's actually fucking enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm also, dude, I'm guilty of this. I don't know if you guys do this either. I'm a hotel fiend. I stay in my hotel a lot. Like when I travel, if I'm chilling, I'll stay in the hotel till like 2 p.m. I'll be like, all right, maybe I'll
I
look
noticed
around.
that during the tour.
Yeah.
I just like to chill out, chill in the room for a bit. Because I'm like, in my head, I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
I want to sleep as long as I want. I want to take my sweet ass time getting ready.
Yeah.
I want to
No, I
nap
get
a
that.
ton. I
Yeah.
nap so fucking much when I'm on vacation.
No, because
I'm like 2 p.m. Time for
Yeah.
a 1 hour nap. 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Time for a 20-minute nap.
Because when I'm traveling, I'm not the kind of traveler who tries to fill up their
Oh, fuck no. Yeah, I'm
schedule
the
as
opposite.
much as possible. You know, I like if I just find one cool place in the new area I'm going to, even if it's just like one little area, that's enough for me. You know, I don't need to see like the entirety of it. Just because I'm on holiday,
Yeah,
right?
right. Fuck it. Like, I'm
my
relaxing.
schedule's packed enough as it is off for my job. I just want to go by my own schedule.
See, I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah, I
I've
know you
noticed
are,
you're
I
the
know you
complete
are.
opposite.
when I'm going somewhere, especially if it's somewhere I've never been to, I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to be here next. So
Yeah.
I want to see as much of it as I can while I'm here.
Yeah.
So I'm like never in my hotel room.
Funnily enough, I was like the only time I've been like that is when we were touring America, right? Because I remember in like almost every city I was like trying to do something or meet someone who I knew there, and I actually got to see like quite a lot of America. But I feel like it was weird for me because that wasn't a holiday for me. That was like work. So I was like, I'm going to take advantage of this because I'm traveling America and I'm on a work schedule anyway. So I ain't got time to relax. But if I'm actually going on a holiday, I want to do nothing basically.
Oh yeah. I want to do nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, I get that.
Man, I really want to go back to Europe now and just like go around, eat all the good food.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had it so good and you never realized it.
Well, no, because I also like I remember we traveled a lot because my parents, you know, they wouldn't really buy us like any like material things. It was always like, we'll go on
Experiences.
We'll go on vacation instead. And as a kid, I was like, I'd rather have an Xbox, but so I never got the Xbox. But I remember that when we did travel Europe, because my mum, we would do it on like, because we would normally go camping, right? So we would drive there, then we would camp. So it was like, it was all done on like a really big budget. So we'd never buy food. It was always like, you would you go to the supermarket, get ingredients and cook. And I'm like, fuck man, wish I'd tried some of the, but I wouldn't have appreciated it as well, knowing me.
Yeah.
I always just ordered pizza anyway whenever I went anywhere.
I also
The universal food that never fails.
Across Europe, every single time we ever went to a restaurant, which was rare, I'd be like, pizza.
Fair enough.
Pizza, please.
You know what you like.
And because you're like, when you're like 15, you're like, damn, there are two foods, pizza and burger. That's it, man.
Burger.
That's it. At least for like, sorry, white people can't. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, that's white people food. Sorry. Other white people are gonna be like, no, we don't claim him. I'm like, no.
Come get your hands.